The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. Imagine waking up every day with dreams, goals, and aspirations, yet finding yourself unable to move forward, feeling blocked, stuck, or afraid of your own potential. You know the problem isn't out there, it's something within. In The Mountain Is You, Brianna Wiest dives into the art of self-sabotage, uncovering why we're often our own greatest obstacles and, more importantly, how to overcome it. This book is not just about conquering life's challenges but about understanding that the real mountain to climb is within you. Through self-awareness, resilience, and inner work, Wiest shows us how to transform those inner barriers into stepping stones to reach our true potential. Understanding self-sabotage. At the heart of Wiest's message is the idea that self-sabotage is not the result of laziness or weakness, rather, it's a survival mechanism. Our minds cling to what's familiar, even when it's no longer serving us. Self-sabotage is a way of resisting change and staying in our comfort zones, which can lead to cycles of fear, procrastination, and doubt. The key to transformation, she says, is not about forcing ourselves to be different but about understanding and working with our deeper emotions and needs. Wiest explains that self-sabotage often manifests as excuses, avoidance, or even destructive habits that hold us back from what we truly want. It's like climbing a mountain, where every step represents an inner struggle or an emotional hurdle. Instead of fighting against these feelings, she encourages us to face them, realizing that each challenge has something valuable to teach. Key takeaways and life lessons. Self-awareness is power. One of the foundational lessons of the book is the importance of self-awareness. Wiest emphasizes that we need to look inward to understand why we act in ways that undermine our goals. Whether it's fear of failure, the need for validation, or unresolved trauma, becoming aware of these drivers allows us to address the root causes of our behaviors. Self-awareness brings clarity to what we truly want versus what we're subconsciously avoiding. When you know yourself, you're empowered to make intentional, rather than reactive, choices. Embrace discomfort for growth. Growth is rarely comfortable, and Wiest reminds us that if we want to overcome the mountains in our lives, we have to embrace discomfort. Real change often feels like losing control, but that's where true growth happens. Wiest urges readers to view discomfort as a signal of progress rather than something to fear. In fact, each time we stretch beyond what's familiar, we develop resilience and adaptability, inching closer to becoming our best selves. Face the fear of success. Surprisingly, one of the biggest reasons we self-sabotage is the fear of actually achieving what we desire. Success brings new expectations, changes, and responsibilities, which can feel intimidating. Wiest explains that fearing success is natural but should not hold us back. When we recognize that fear of success is rooted in uncertainty and a lack of control, we can actively challenge it. Instead of fearing success, we can start preparing ourselves for it by slowly integrating change into our lives and accepting that growth may come with temporary discomfort. Learn to let go. Part of overcoming our inner obstacles involves letting go of outdated beliefs, toxic relationships, or past experiences that no longer serve us. Wiest argues that clinging to old patterns limits our potential for growth. It's like trying to climb a mountain while carrying an unnecessary load. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing to stop allowing the past to control your present. When you release what no longer serves you, you create space for new, positive experiences and possibilities. Turn pain into power. One of Wiest's most inspiring lessons is that pain is not something to avoid but a source of wisdom. Pain often shows us where healing is needed. Wiest suggests that we use our pain as a guide rather than a limitation, understanding that it holds the key to our greatest growth. By confronting pain head-on, you learn resilience and can turn difficult experiences into powerful motivators for change. This concept helps you turn challenges into fuel for your journey, allowing you to climb your mountain with renewed strength. Cultivate self-compassion. Wiest emphasizes that real transformation requires patience and kindness toward yourself. Self-compassion is essential to overcoming self-sabotage because it fosters a healthy inner dialogue. Instead of harsh self-criticism, practice forgiveness and understanding. Self-compassion doesn't mean excusing your mistakes, it means learning from them without self-punishment. When you're kind to yourself, you create a supportive foundation for making lasting changes. The power of small steps. In our pursuit of change, we often aim for grand gestures. Wiest explains that big change actually happens in small, consistent actions. Each small step you take toward your goal is a victory. These small victories compound over time, building momentum and confidence. This approach allows you to celebrate progress without overwhelming yourself, making the journey up your mountain manageable. Applying the lessons. Wiest provides practical applications for these insights, offering exercises to deepen self-awareness and strategies for dealing with setbacks. She encourages journaling, meditative practices, and visualizations as tools to explore your inner self. By using these methods, you can stay connected to your goals, recognize when self-sabotage arises, and consciously choose to take steps forward. For instance, if you find yourself procrastinating, Wiest suggests asking, "What am I afraid of right now?" This self-reflection allows you to identify the underlying emotions and work through them, rather than letting them stop you. She also emphasizes setting boundaries, which help create a supportive environment that fosters growth instead of reinforcing old, limiting behaviors. The mountain is you is a call to climb our own mountains, not the ones others create for us, but the inner obstacles we've built. Wiest's book teaches that the power to overcome lies within us, and by understanding our behaviors, confronting our fears, and embracing discomfort, we can turn self-sabotage into self-mastery. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort, and every step forward becomes part of the journey to reach your highest potential. So, the next time you find yourself standing before an obstacle, remember, the mountain is you. It's not there to stop you, it's there to show you who you can become. As you climb, you'll discover that the journey is not just about reaching the top but transforming yourself along the way. The power to change, grow, and achieve lies within, waiting for you to take the first step.